We are live. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is an emergency test of the Humble Among broadcast system. We have a winter storm warning in full effect in Vermont and maybe much of New England. Maybe not much of New England, a big chunk of New England. This is a winter storm warning. All right, the gimmick's over. I'm done with the gimmick. So it's called winter storm warning because it's snowing outside in Vermont this evening. Pretty much all afternoon it's been snowing. It's supposed to go all night. Gonna get 5 to 8 inches, I hear. We'll see. I have the snow blower all fired up. Well, I fired it up yesterday to make sure it would fire up. It fired up. Took a little bit of encouraging, but I fucking did that shit. I got that shit purring. So yeah, it's all ready to go for the snow accumulation in my driveway. Fucking exciting shit. Oh yeah, let me get the fucking link here. How's everybody doing? All one of you that are in here so far. Let me get. The internet's acting a little screwy, so hopefully the stream stays strong. We like that. Man, yeah. I can't get to the fucking link. All right, let me close out YouTube and try to relaunch it. Dead air. Dead air up in this motherfucker. Yo, come on, YouTube. Give me a link. Yeah, not good. Well, I hope this stays strong. Of course. What's up, Emily? There we go. We go from talking on text to just talking with me on a fucking, here we go. There it is. Okay, there's the link. Put that link right in there. Wow, my internet is like all fucked up. I hope this stream is successful. I might try to make it quick to try to dodge the winter internet effect here. Something's going on here. Yeah, something's going on here. This is weird. I'll put it in the Discord too, because fuck it. Maybe I'll put it on Twitter tonight. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fucky. Fucky. Live on YouTube now. Paste. All right, fuck it. I did it on Twitter too. I don't usually share it on Twitter for some reason. I don't know why. It's also Tori because we FaceTiming, she said. What's up, Tori? So, yeah, 2 whole viewers. Hopefully we get some more people up in this bitch. Usually people trickle in. Yo, it's not even posting that thing to fucking Twitter. Is the stream coming in good, Emily? I hope it's coming in okay. Yeah, that shit I just posted to Twitter is like, just like, it's acting like I'm like not on internet and it's like LTE or something. Yeah. Yar, Peter. Peter? Who's Peter? Parker! Oh, yeah, the new Spider-Man is out. There's like, I want to talk about that new Spider-Man because they really figured out a way to market that new Spider-Man on really smartly, with almost subconsciously hinting that people are going to be dropping spoilers a good 5 days, I could tell, before the movie even came out. They were posting no spoilers. And Spider-Man like putting the secret above his face on his mask. No spoilers. This was like days and days before the movie was even out. No spoilers. So of course everybody goes and they perpetuate. They do free marketing because you're all pretty easily led. You do some free marketing for this shit, and you talk about how you don't want anything spoiled for this Spider-Man movie. I might see this Spider-Man movie. I missed the last one. I do like this new Spider-Man. I've missed, let's see, I didn't see The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I missed this last Spider-Man movie. There's 2 Spider-Man movies I've never fucking seen. Caught you live. What's up, Super Bears? Shouts out to Super Bears. liking some shit on Twitter. I think Super Bears, you were one of the ones that sent me some shit on the last stream, weren't you? One of the ones that tried to confirm. Oh, by the way, I think it's pretty much confirmed it is still wind because it was printed on a t-shirt. You were the one that sent me the picture of the t-shirt, or was that Willoughby Rags? Or am I just getting people confused again, like I always do on this motherfucker? Spider Jizz. Let's here we go. I forgot to do that last time. Spider Jizz. Shouts out to Emily with the fire fucking profile pic for her YouTube. We're gonna keep that up. Yeah, you were the one with the Ouija shirt. What? That's what's up. Speaking of Ouija shirts, I might as well go and talk about this again. If anybody has that Chapter 17 Grateful Dead shirt, either the black one or the super rare tie-dye one, I want that shit so bad. I am so close to just going ahead and buying fucking 5 more copies of Pretty Ugly 2, just to get a copy of that fucking shirt. But if anybody's selling that shit in an XL, that Chapter 17 Grateful Dead print that he did for the buy 5 copies of Pretty Ugly and you get a free gift, a free t-shirt, that was the mystery shirt for Pretty Ugly 2. In case you didn't know, I want that shit so bad. Just dropping a quick whoop whoop to everyone. Thank you, Alric. Nice to see you in here, my guy. But yeah, I want that fucking shirt so bad. So Ouija shirt. Put up. No, I want to keep Emily's Spider Jizz up there for a while. We're gonna keep Spider Jizz rocking. So I've been talking for a little bit. I'm starting to get a little parched. So let's do the gimmick. This time I have a Faygo candy apple. Ooh, that looks nice. It's like a shopping network or something. We're rotating. So this is kind of a rare one from what I understand. I definitely had Emily here on the lookout in Ohio for them for a little while. But when we went to motherfucking Camp Zool in Ohio, we were able to find at a convenience store a whole bunch of different Faygo flavors, this being among them. So this is one of the ones I've been very excited to try. I've been saving it for a special occasion, and I guess this special occasion is the special occasion in which I will be trying it. By the way, shouts out to motherfucking ICP and the goddamn Santa Claus is a Fat Bitch shirt. I've been wanting this shirt for a long time. They finally did it with these 30-year anniversary drops. Hate these fucking patches. At first I wasn't really, I was kind of on the fence if I hated these patches, but now I'm very much yeah, I don't like those fucking patches. I wish those weren't on there. But I guess it's a good way to tell for collectors which are the real ones and which are the reprints. Ooh. Not a very good hiss. Very weak sauce hiss. I do got another one of those, Emily. I'm saving that shit. I'll save that shit for when you're up here, Emily. By the way, Emily coming to stay with me for Christmas, so that we're going to have a very Merry Christmas up in this bitch in Vermont. That is really good. Yeah, that's very good. I like that a lot. Definitely gets a candy apple flavor. You don't get an apple flavor soda. I like apple flavor shit quite a bit. You don't get an apple flavor fucking soda every day. So that's awesome. I like that a lot. I can see why that's a sought after flavor, for sure. So let's get into some notes. First of all, I want to say there are a bunch of people out there that have gotten sick. Now, whether that's from COVID or just regular old colds and flus and shit, some people I have seen have gotten COVID. I don't know how many people want their business out there, but there's a homie who does some music stuff with me who said he got COVID. Hope you're doing better, man. Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers getting COVID, and just sick in general. It's the sick season, so stay healthy. I low-key am thinking I'm going to start masking up when I go into stores. Again, I kind of fucking forgot my mask when I did some grocery shopping for my father earlier today, and I forgot to bring my mask to the grocery store. But on Friday, I went to do some banking, some real fun stuff, and I put my lazy and crazy mask in my pocket because I'm like I'm going to start making an active effort to put my mask on again, just for the sake of my own health, so I don't get fucking sick. Tori got the Rona. Oh my God! I hope you feel better, Tori. Send her my regards And get well soon, Tori. I think you can hear me right now, probably, because if you're on FaceTime, you can hear me, Tori. By the way, like this video, subscribe. Don't be like Tori and watch the Humble Among broadcast system through FaceTime. Watch it directly through YouTube and like this video and share it and do all that good stuff. Subscribe, blah, blah. Yeah, I am fucking with this candy apple Faygo. That is good shit. That is really good shit. Candy apple Faygo. Wow, my whole computer just did a whole glitchy thing. That was cool. I don't think it affected anything. This, I bought this shitty fucking Hewlett-Packard computer just to do streams because, yeah, I do my music shit on my music computer, and I just figured I'd get this pretty cheap Hewlett-Packard. It had decent specs on it, but god damn it, fucking PCs are just shit, man. These things are fucking... I had to restart this thing before I started this stream because it was just fucking acting all weird and like taking 2 or 3 seconds for any typing to register on the screen and all this fucking shit. Anyway, let's see. Let's talk about some Humble Among shit. Now that I got the Rona stuff out of the way. Everybody stay fucking healthy. Get well soon if you do have the Rona, like Tori and my homie who makes music who doesn't know. And by the way, I guess Emily just threw Tori under the bus on the stream. Emily, it's your fault if she doesn't want to know that the world, all 4 people who are watching to know that she has Rona. So we're going to talk about some Humble Among shit. I dropped Christmas Tape 3 this past week, actually right after I got off the stream last week. Earlier this week, I guess, right? Was that Monday? I ended up uploading Christmas Tape 3, the uncompromised version, to Bandcamp and DistroKid, my distributor. And yeah, I got sample issues from fucking DistroKid on Tuesday or Wednesday. It was Wednesday. I got an email saying that they tagged me for my Dice Clay samples, and I had to go home and re-upload that shit without the intro. It was the intro that got tagged, and I was praying that nothing else got tagged because I did sample some Dice Clay shit on 2 of the songs there as well. None of that shit got tagged. So there is the compromised version is on Spotify, and iTunes and stuff now. I did check it was on iTunes, and I think it's on YouTube. So go check Xmas Tape 3, The Night the Laughter Died. The compromised version is what I'm calling it. Yeah. I'm annoyed at myself, but I also I knew that this shit was going to happen, that I was probably going to get hit with a sample issue. I just want to take a minute to talk about how sample issues are fucking bullshit in hip hop, and this stuff needs to go away. I understand that motherfuckers want a piece of the pie, but I mean, this is an art form. I'm only using little clips to I'm honestly bigging up this motherfucker. I'm promoting this motherfucker, and I feel like that's what sampling does in a lot of ways. It's free promotion for the original artist, and it brings ears to them and fandom to them that they would never have if these motherfuckers weren't sort of rejuvenating their careers. In some cases, these motherfuckers never had careers, and they're getting the first attention they've ever gotten from a fucking sample clearance or a fucking sample usage. So I don't know. Dice Clay definitely doesn't need my fucking help, of all things. I'm not trying to say that, but I am trying to say that there's definitely some people that listen to Dice Clay because I talked about him and because I put his fucking shit in my music. Anyway, it's just annoying, the whole fucking thing. You can get it on Bandcamp if you want to hear. It's really just the intro and interlude, though, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just and that's why it's ridiculous to me, because it's just a small thing, a small subtle thing I wanted to put on my album just to provide some context and just some extra flavor. But the world doesn't want you to have these extra flavors. They want to make money off of everything. And isn't it kind of poetically perfect that the song with the album with Jingle All the Way, my anti-corporate, my anti-fucking conforming song gets hit with capitalist greed fucking head shit. Of course it does. So I'm not that bummed about it. I'm a little bummed, don't get me wrong. I wanted it to be the full 8-song thing with the little intro and interlude, but I can live without it. The songs are the most important piece of the art. So yeah, go check out Christmas Tape 3. The Night the Laughter Died, on all streaming services now. I had a lot of fun making these songs. There's 6 songs on that shit. Let's see. Let me talk about the songs real quick. I'm not gonna do a full fucking special like I've been doing, but I will tell you about the songs real quick. So the first song is Jingle All the Way, like I was just discussing. It is my anti-selling out, or will I, song. It is the my anti-corporation, my anti-conforming song. That's what Sugar Bear says. Let's put that up there. I like that. Sugar Bear says the intro sometimes sets the tone of the album. And boy, that's what I felt that my intro did. I felt that my intro really set the tone of the album. But that's okay. We can live without it. So Jingle All the Way is the first song on this compromised version that is on all streaming services now. Xmas Tape 3, the Night the Laughter Died. Search for Humble Among on all your streaming services. Find all these albums that I've been releasing and listen to them. Listen to this Christmas shit. I have 2 other Christmas albums, by the way. Check that shit out. So Jingle All the Way. Then I did a song called Mr. Claus. Mr. Claus is actually Santa Claus 3, the third series of songs that I've done on these Christmas albums. Mr. Claus is very much Santa Claus in a suit, if you will, having to go to court for crimes he may or may not have committed. Purely speculation. Yeah, check that out. That is maybe one of the weirder songs on there. Then I have this song Run with Kosuke that I maybe am gonna go try to film a video for tonight in the snow. Maybe. If we can figure it out. I need to figure out a fucking place that has some light and trees. I didn't really think about it being nighttime too much, and like because we want to get shots with the snow coming down and there being snow on the ground, and I need trees in the shot, I need nature in the shot, but I also need light if I'm filming at night. So I'm in an awkward situation. I might be going outside though after this stream and trying to film some shit in the snow. We'll see. If not, I'm gonna be smoking some weed and goddamn recording more rap music. By the way, we'll talk about that after this. I'm recording more songs already. Jingle Bells is the 4th song on the compromised version. Now, if you were listening to the uncompromised version, this would be what, the 5th song, right? Yeah, this would be the 5th song. This is the second half of the album. See, I wanted the intro to be the first half, the side A, and I wanted the interlude to introduce the second half, the side B, if you will. Fuck the capitalists. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am a capitalist. I am one of these fuck the capital. I'm trying to make money for myself though, god damn it, not and try to do some good in the world while I'm doing it. Maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Am I? I might be. Jingle Bells is a song about every year I get motherfuckers who want me to do a parody of like Jingle Bells, or like very and like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Goddamn Jingle Bells, Batman smells up in this bitch. I'm not gonna fucking do that. So this is sort of my sarcastic little low-key energy fueled response to that. And I always have to have a little bit of a low-key energy vibe on a couple of songs. So this is sort of, Suck on My Jingle Bells. I have the Dice Clay sample at the beginning and the end, the Happy Holidays, now Suck My Dick shit. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Jingle Bells. I like Jingle Bells a lot. I fucking low-key would like to maybe do a music video for that. See, the problem about doing these fucking holiday themed albums is it puts me in such a fucking narrow time window to do a goddamn a video, because I have to do it in the season. Is a Def in the chat. I saw you did shout me out. Is a Def said, I shouted you out on Shaggy and the Creep. I saw that, my guy. That was hilarious. I do have that in my notes in my my Shaggy and the Creep recap. I did catch that. I'll go ahead and talk about that now, though, seeing as he's in the chat, and I just put it on the screen. So Is a Def paid for a super chat and asked Shaggy if he would sing his and his homies a lullaby to sing us to sleep, basically, because something about Shaggy had nice hamstrings, I believe, and this really baffled the old Shagster. Shouts out to Is a Def for doing these shouts out on Shaggy and the Creep. It definitely is always it always perks my ear up when I'm listening at work the next day, because I very rarely actually catch Shaggy and the Creep live. For some reason, I never get the fucking notification. I have the bell on my fucking phone. I should be getting the notification, but for whatever reason, I don't get that notification. So I'm very rarely actually watching Shaggy and the Creep fucking live, but I'm listening to that shit at work quite often. So I did catch that shit, and that is funny as fuck. Shaggy actually read that shit twice because I think he was so baffled by the hamstrings portion. Um, that was some funny shit though, is a death. Thank you for doing that. And once again, Shaggy baffled by my rap name. He kind of tripped over my rap name the second time. Candy apple once again is a death. We're doing a candy apple. Fucking good too, by the way. Never had one. I got the same problem. Fuck, I forgot what we were talking about. What problem? It's a problem with this delay. I got the problem with this delay. It always gets me all confused. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Okay, so let me do these last two songs. Let me talk real quick about these last two Christmas Tape 3 songs. There's a song called Check. That would be track 5 on the compromised version and track 7 on the uncompromised version. Check is very much a rapidy rap song, just kind of like some talking shit type of song. It's probably the least Christmas themed of all of them. The really the only Christmas connection there is I think the beat sounds kind of Christmassy. So that's really the only reason that's on here. The lyrics have no Christmas content at all. I don't think I put any Christmas shit. Notifications with Shaggy and the Creep, right? You got the same shit. Well, goddamn, I know I'm not the only one. Me and you is a deaf. We trying to tune in to Shaggy and the Creep show. Can't fucking tune. What is this redneck character I just came into? What the fuck? So yeah, check out Check. Track 8 on the uncompromised version of Christmas Tape 3. Track 6 on the compromised version. This song called Gifts. It's the final song, and Gifts is probably the most poignant and deep song. It's actually about the actual process of giving someone else a gift, and what does that mean, and to other people, and and how it affects different people, and what kinds of, the idea of maybe you're giving not necessarily always a good gift. Maybe people are giving gifts for negative reasons sometimes, but mostly this is actually a positive song. This is actually me giving you almost a happy ending. Probably this Christmas tape is the happiest of all the Christmas tapes. It's not as dark. It definitely is dark and cynical as a motherfucker, as it has to be. That's almost the point of these Christmas tapes, is it has to be kind of dark and cynical and anti-conformist. And yeah, because the reason I wanted to make these shits is I just got sick of Christmas music. You know what I mean? All the happy bullshit. So while we're talking about Christmas tape, I have to talk about TikTok. Now, Kosuke this week brought to my attention that my song from Christmas Tape 1, Gremlins, the last song in Christmas Tape 1, which samples We Have a Winter Storm going. What winter storm? Among what winter storm? We in Vermont and a lot of New England right now have a winter storm in full effect going on. We're going to have about 7 to 8 inches. And yeah, I'm going to have to fire up the snow blower and clean up that snow. So that winter storm, it's sort of a little local reference if you're in my area. And, I want the Humble Among broadcast system to very much feel like a pirate radio system. That was kind of the point of the name. And because when I found out, like, when I was thinking about going live, and I was, I had the idea to sort of do live streams myself, I really like the idea of embracing pirate radio culture. And so that's why I called it a broadcast system, if you will. And that's why I made this one a storm warning. It's not really a weather program at all, is it? But hey, this is what I want it to be. God damn it, that's the point. So yeah, I was talking about TikTok, and Gremlins has over 400 videos. I think it was like 440 when Kosuke showed me this shit. All different videos. They aren't even fucking like motherfuckers were like splitting them off or anything. They all are different, unique videos, mostly of people showing off their pets. So that's really fresh. Shouts out to all these people that made fucking, and it's been going on for like a year and a half, 2 years. I've just never searched my shit like that on TikTok. I guess Kosuke was going through and searched my shit and saw that there's motherfuckers using my music on TikTok. So that's dope. Over 400 people, thank you, 440 fucking people who made a fucking TikTok using Gremlins. They probably had no idea who I am. They just searched Gremlins into the fucking thing. And for whatever reason, with the algorithm, for the one time the algorithm was in my favor and my song was the first one to pop up. So that's fresh as shit. I do think it's the sample that we put in the very beginning, or Doc C put in the very beginning, I believe, of that song that really sells this motherfucking TikTok trend of mine. Here we go. We got a Wendy's question from H.A.B.S. I'm gonna put that up there. I'm gonna take another sip of this fucking candy apple. I'm loving this candy apple, by the way. H.A.B.S, I love your food questions because I do like talking weird food shit. Do you have a Wendy's in your village? I love that you said village. You like the junior cheeseburger deluxe and bacon and sour cream baked potato. Now, I think I don't have one in my village. The closest one we have is like a half hour away in Keene or Brattleboro. Probably Brattleboro's a little bit closer. Probably like a 20-minute drive to Brattleboro to a Wendy's. I do fuck with the junior cheeseburger deluxe. That is one of the things I do go for. Actually at Wendy's, I like the chicken sandwich. The higher end chicken sandwich, if you will, the one you get with the meal, the breaded chicken sandwich, boy, with the lettuce and tomato shit. That's probably like my favorite sandwich at Wendy's. I kind of low key have been fucking with Wendy's salads though. Especially if you do a road trip type of shit and you want something a little bit healthier to eat, Wendy's salad is a good quick one. I've never had the sour cream baked potato though. But that junior cheeseburger deluxe is a fucking great option. I think, you know, I think I actually just went to Wendy's last week and I got the 4 for $4 gimmick, is a death. And I think I don't think it's the junior cheeseburger deluxe that comes with that, but I definitely got a cheeseburger with that. Is it the junior? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My memory's trash. But yeah, I do like Wendy's a lot, is a def. It's definitely of the main three, the Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's triad. Definitely Wendy's is my number one. Burger King my number two, and McDonald's dead fucking last. Dead fucking last. Oh great, the weather's starting. Oh, the snow is stopping soon, according to this shitty weather thing that just updated and jumped up on my thing. Solo season in the fucking chat. I think they use it because it's good. What were we talking about? What were we talking about with this? I can't remember. My memory is so trash. We were just talking about something. He's responding to something. What the fuck was it? Why can't I remember it? Why is streaming so hard? All right, back to the bullshit. We are stretching. I was gonna say I was gonna do this fast tonight, but we are stretching like a motherfucker. Let's see. I talked about Christmas Tape 3 a bunch. I talked about the sample issue. I talked about the TikToks. Oh yeah, and there is TikToks of my song Jack-o'-lanterns. I think there's like 20 or 40, something like that. TikToks made with that. And a bunch of random songs as well. People were making TikToks of. So shouts out to people using my music on TikTok. That shit is fucking dope to me. Yeah. People kind of fuck with my music. It always surprises me because I am such a fucking weirdo and I make such a weird niche of music inside of a niche of music. Like, so yeah, shouts out to people for fucking with me. It always makes me feel good. And I gotta thank you, Jay Solo, for on Facebook. Junie started a little Facebook challenge. He said that his favorite local artists were what was it, Charlie Charlie Maine Atkins and somebody else. Fucking I forget who. And Jay Solo shared that, and he started a little trend of naming his favorite local artists. And he named me and Charlie Atkins as his favorite solo artist. And he actually said some very nice words about me being an artist who never tried to be like anybody else, and some really nice words that made me feel really fucking good about myself. So thank you, Jay Solo, for saying those nice words and for lifting my my sometimes depressed ass up, because honestly, I had kind of a rough week this week. Kind of stressed out this week for various reasons. One of them being the stuff with the Xmas tape not going through as I planned. But you know, I try to stay positive and keep it moving. Ooh, here we go. We got another weird is a deaf question about Mike Tyson, I see. Among, do you remember when I had to stream about you holding me? Scene from Black and White. I remember you bringing that up. I don't remember the context of why that got brought up. I was holding you though. Is that what you're saying? Well, that's really nice of me. That's really nice of me. I gotta see Black and White again. I remember Mike Tyson being like really fucking intimidating in that party scene. That's like one of the only things I remember. And I remember Raekwon like rehearsing lyrics that he had written for like a scene where he's gonna go into the studio and lay down the vocal. That's literally like the only two things I remember about that movie is that party scene with Mike Tyson and then Raekwon going to fucking lay down some lyrics and rehearsing them. But yeah, I do remember this getting brought up. That's really cool. You're having dreams about me like that, Izadef. I like that. I'm in your subconscious. All right, we talked about TikTok. Let's get on to some other things. Sample issue. Oh, Korn. Let's talk about Korn. Korn tour dates. There's a Manchester, New Hampshire one in like let's see, I think March or something. And I think I'm gonna be trying to go to that. It's Code Orange and Chevelle opening. Not really fucking with Chevelle, but I kind of like some Code Orange shit. So yeah, I might go to that shit. I've still not seen Korn live, and that Manchester, New Hampshire venue is really cool. I like that. I like that venue a lot. I'm trying to think of the fucking name of it. Some fucking corporate name. It's actually corporate as shit, but I do like the venue because it's an outdoor venue with pretty good fucking acoustics. But corporate is all fucking hell. I don't like that. So yeah, I do like Korn though. And Korn has a new album coming out in February, Requiem, I believe it's called. So shouts out to Korn. And speaking of Korn, Danny Brown, I saw, I think yesterday this showed up. Danny Brown covered Freak on a Leash live with a band on stage. Now, this isn't the best cover in the world. The band is wildly, excuse me, I gotta do a Fago burp. Woo! That stinks. I can guarantee you that burp stinks a lot. I'm glad that there's not smell-o-vision available on live streams yet. That's a smelly burp. I can guarantee you it. Danny Brown was covering Freak on a Leash, though, on this video that I saw. The band wildly out of pocket. Decent enough video if you want to see Danny Brown covering some shit. It's really interesting to hear Danny trying to hit those John Davis notes, though. That's very interesting to hear Danny's voice because Danny's got that weird voice going. That was so good. Thank you, Emily. Thank you. I wish I had the soundboard going, so like Fred Norris, I could hit like the like applause sample right now. Ooh, Izadef, do you like Hawaiian King rolls? I do. Hawaiian King rolls are pretty fucking ill. You know what? Especially, there's this really oh wait, no, that's a different recipe. I almost mixed up two recipes. Never mind. But Hawaiian King rolls are fucking good. Low key a hamburger on the grill on a Hawaiian King roll. That's a, you know what, the little slider ones. There was actually, I think, was 2 summers ago, there was a period of time I was buying these the Hawaiian King roll sliders, and I was making these little fucking sliders with Hawaiian King rolls. Fuck, dude, that was so good. Yeah, Hawaiian King rolls are the shit. Honestly, I'm trying to stay away from fucking bread though, because bread equals fat. Shouts out to Scott Pilgrim. Bread makes you fat. Let's see. Talked about Danny Brown. Let me talk about Nintendo shaming me for the lack of video games that I played in the last year. So, like, trying to be like Spotify, Nintendo sent out an email to anyone that has an account, I guess, and let you know the amount of hours and all your stats for your favorite games and all this stuff. And because I haven't really played much video games the past year, my results were a total of 1 hour of gaming and 2 whole games played for the whole year. I only played 2 games this whole year. I didn't fire up anything. I find that fucking hard to believe that I didn't fucking play any Mario Kart, any fucking Mario Party. I didn't play any of it. My 2 games, by the way, were Dead Cells, which I did talk about playing on here, and the Super Mario the pack, the N64 3-pack there. I was playing Mario 64 on that 3-pack. That's it. I'm wildly behind with video games. Shouts out to the homie King Cringe on Instagram telling me about Breath of the Wild coming out next year. Breath of the Wild 2 coming out next year. Oh, and before I forget, let me talk about Joe Bob last night. Joe Bob Briggs did his Joe Bob's Ruins Christmas gimmick on Shudder last night, and they showed shit, what was it? First movie. Oh shit. First movie was the motherfucking Ice Cream Man with Clint Howard. And that was really fucking cool. Never seen the Ice Cream Man, but boy did I fucking like the Ice Cream Man. Really different for a slasher movie. Directed by a dude who I guess had literally only done porno movies up until that point. It's his only feature film. The dude has only done porno movies, like 150 fucking porno movies. He's the guy who did Edward Penis Hands, directed Ice Cream Man. So yeah, that was really fucking fun. Shouts out to Joe Bob Briggs for showing some fucking horror movies that just for whatever reason I just wouldn't watch. Whoop whoop, AS says in the chat. The second movie was this rape revenge 70s exploitation movie called Gator Bait. Gator Bait was very well shot. Definitely some triggering moments if you have some sexually assault, if you get triggered by sexual assault. There's a lot of rape in that motherfucking movie. Is that movie the one sucks and rapes? What? I don't know what that means, is it F? But yeah, I did like Gator Bait. I thought it was really well shot. There's some really good cinematography. I was kind of fucking falling asleep during Gator Bait though, so it didn't get my full attention as much as I got it. So I'm gonna end up rewatching probably that whole special because I feel like I slept, not literally slept, but I was sleeping through a little bit of that shit. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, he was auctioning off items from the Joe Bob Briggs show during this broadcast, and it was going to charitable causes. I think that those auctions are all ended by now. Let's see. Let's talk about Gibby Stites. So I talked about Gibby Stites. Let's see. Did I talk about Gibby Stites being moved to the alumni section? I think. Yeah, okay, that's what my note means. So Gibby Stites was moved to the alumni section last week, and I talked about that. And Gibby made a post on Facebook, because I guess he didn't know that they had very publicly moved him to the alumni section. I think him finding out was a lot of us YouTubers sort of talking about it, and it got brought to his attention. So he made this post. I'm going to read that to you guys. So this was posted on the Magic Ninja Entertainment website recently. Apparently, I'm independent again. I didn't leave y'all. I'm also not complaining. I'm not arguing. I don't do drama. I'm here to rap and spread love. I'm just making an official post so everyone can stop asking me. If you support me because you enjoy my music, please continue to do so. Nothing at all is changing except the website where my merchandise is sold and the speed of which I'll be having you new music. I'll be giving you new music. If you only supported me because I was on MNE and choose to not follow me anymore, I understand. No love lost on my end. I'm still dropping this new track with Jamie and Lex before the new year. Let's read the rest. I was actually going to skip it. I think there's some points here. For people who don't really know how record deals work, there are contracts with specific time frames on them. I only signed with MNE for one album, and we even did the 13th Wonder as a bonus. This isn't a bad thing. They found me, asked me to give them an album, and I did as I was requested, plus some extra freshness. Had some fun in the process, gained some dope new friends and supporters. Now I'm back on my route. Again, this was made public on the MNE site recently, so I felt someone should tell the people directly what's up. And I actually commented on this, and I was like, yo, they didn't tell you, dude. And Gibby didn't respond, but Justin Parker responded for some reason, Gibby's artist, and told me that they had known for a while, and they were just sort of, this was the way of them making an announcement. I don't know, some sort of weird convoluted thing. Shouts out to Justin Parker, who does not want to do logo designs for me. Among, did you watch the movie 3 from Hell? I did not, man. I have that's on my fucking my Shudder watch list. I have not seen it yet. The fucking weird reviews that it got when it first came out kind of scared me away. I do want to see it though. I am not as I do dog on Rob Zombie only because I think he uses a little too much profanity, almost in like an edgy high schooler way. But that's really one of my only criticisms for Rob Zombie is that he uses a little too much profanity. I actually like a decent amount of Halloween and Halloween 2. There's a lot of fresh shit he did in those movies, especially Halloween 2. Actually, I think there's a lot of really cool shit in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. All the hallucinations and stuff. I really like that stuff. So no, I actually there's a bunch of zombie stuff I haven't seen now that I'm really thinking about it. I didn't see what is it 41 and Witches of Salem, is that what it's called? The Salem one, the one that Lords of Salem, right? Is that it? So that one is the one that he says he like doesn't know what he was doing. I almost want to see that one like the most for like the same reason, because of the reason that I don't want to see 3 from Hell is the reason that I want to see fucking the Salem one. If that makes any sense. I'm a weird dude. Among, have I gone to a Slipknot concert? No, dude, I have not been to a Slipknot concert. That's another one on my my list of concerts I fucking need to see. I've not been. I need to go. But yeah, so that's the Gibby Stites thing. Gibby kind of I thought it was just weird that he wasn't told that he was getting moved or whatever. Apparently they had come to the decision behind the scenes, though. I think it's important to get that out there a little bit more, that he was told behind the scenes that this was a thing that moving forward. It does. The optics to me look like, motherfucker, they just moved him to the alumni section on the website, didn't tell him, and that's how he found out. That's what it looked like to me from that post. So I think it's important to maybe clarify that a little bit, get a more accurate narrative out there, because there certainly is a lot of wildly inaccurate fucking narratives going out there on fucking YouTube, thanks to these Juggalo YouTube channels out here just talking about shit that they want to talk about, making shit up that just isn't fucking true, just inaccurately reading tweets and shit. It's screenshot button. You guys can take a screenshot button. You guys can do this shit pretty easy. It's pretty fucking funny you can't figure out how to take a screenshot, yo. Anyway, Kid Rock made a really fucking cringy ass post highlighting that new song of his. Let's see. Speaking of screenshots, I think I did take a screenshot of this post. Yes, I did. I certainly did, because it's too funny, of his new fucking song, Don't Tell Me How to Live. And I did finally watch this Kid Rock music video, which is a goddamn Tim and Eric video. It might as well be directed by Tim and Eric. It's so fucking ridiculous. So I want to read this Kid Rock post, and I'm going to read it how I'm going to read it for you guys. Let me get some Faygo in my let me water down the pipes before I do this performance for you guys. I'm going to read it to you guys how I read it in my head, because it's so fucking funny to me. And I think you guys might think it's funny too. I don't know. I'd be a weirdo, so I don't know. I don't know if this shit's funny. All you pansy-ass woke critics and trolls are exactly what brought me to create Don't Tell Me How to Live. Thank you for the inspiration. Keep shoveling coal on the fire, you idiots. I fucking love it. To the Kid Rock dysfunctional family, we already know that there is no tribe like ours in music, period. Stay tuned for more songs to be released soon. An album early next year, and God willing, a monster 2022 tour announcement. Merry Christmas, Kid Rock. I don't know why I did Richard Nixon at the end. Hashtag no sellout. P.S. Remember, sticks and stones may break my bones. ... question mark. And by the way, the question mark is still in the quotation. So it's like, sticks and stones may break my bones. Whatever happened to that shit? Quit being so damn offended. D-A-M, offended. Toughen up and enjoy life. We know the media, social and mainstream, are completely out of hand and only in the business of clicks and views nowadays. Don't take the bait anymore. The gator bait. Do some research and seek truth, or fuck it. Just ignore him and rock harder. And then a link to his music video, I think, or his fucking song, whatever. So yeah, shouts out to Kid Rock. Cringy and racist and bigoted as ever. Fucking A. How old am I? Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know, brother? I just turned 36, my guy. I actually did a line about my age in a song that I just recorded. What was it? I think I said something. I think I said something about like I'm like what, twice her age. Yeah, I think I did that, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't want to sound like I'm with a minor, and then I did some quick math in my head, and I was like, oh yeah, that works out because 18 is like twice my age. Okay, that works. So yeah, I am 36 years old. I look fucking good, right? I look real fucking good, right? Oh boy. Opinion on Sturgeon 100. Oh shit, are you fucking Sturgeon? What's up, Sturgeon? How you doing, my dude? Did you record that shit, my guy? I saw you deleted that message about Among Us, by the way. Don't be ashamed of Among Us. I might be old as fuck, but I know what Among Us is. Um yeah, see Emily right with the quickness. With the quickness with the yar. Goddamn right, yar. Um Oh shit. Okay, I was talking about kid. Oh, let's talk about R.A. the Rugged Man on Tim Pool. This is fucking fun. This was really funny. So Tim Pool is a somewhat conservative podcast host who made his name by going down. Ooh, little baby Fago burp. Made his name by going down. By the way, my opinion on Sturgeon 100. Let me put that up real quick. My opinion on Sturgeon 100 before I let that go by. That's a dope rapper that I just found out about this fucking week up in Montpelier. Shouts out to David Fair for putting me on Sturgeon 100. Dope rapper. We're going to probably be working on something. Shouts out to Sturgeon, but we're going to put the eyes back up. What was I fucking saying? God damn it, my memory's trash. All right, the Rugged Man. Okay, so Tim Pool, he made his name by going down to Occupy Wall Street and doing some live streams down there, and had some articles written about him and sort of parlayed that into a sort of streaming empire. He has a podcast called the Timcast that some conservative fucking airheads really seem to love. I guess he's on some fucking defending Derek Chauvin. I don't even know how to say that cockhead's fucking name. The asshole who stood on fucking George Floyd's neck for fucking 15 minutes. That guy. He's kind of defended that asshole's actions. So fuck him for that, because I don't see how you defend standing on someone's fucking neck for 15 minutes in any fucking world. I put your sticker in my inside window car. Thanks for hey, thank you, Izadef, for fucking repping. I really appreciate that, man. And thank you for your package, man, because that fucking dude, you got me a fucking holy grail merch item. That Golden Goldies, that was a CD I didn't think I was ever gonna get. So thank you, Izadef. And yeah, I feel like I still fucking owe you shit from that package, dude. Like, so no, thank you, man, because that was awesome. So R.A. the Rugged Man was on this Tim Pool cast, right? And R.A. is very, very progressive with his politics, and he was sort of like, so Tim is a quarter Asian, right? And Tim was telling some of his stories about being discriminated against. He grew up in Chicago, and he was discriminated against. I guess he some white supremacists sort of like mocked his family. Something happened with some white supremacists. I don't know that full story, but there was a portion where he was getting really heated with R.A. the Rugged Man. Go look this clip up. It is still available on YouTube and Instagram and a bunch of sites. I think I saw it on Instagram on No Jumper initially, and then did some YouTubing to find a longer clip. Tim himself has pulled this podcast. Tim Pool has pulled this God, I'm a fucking dad. I'm just dad joking it now. No, I didn't record it yet. I'm going through beats trying to figure out which one we should use. I got Xavier Wolf type beat. I'll send it. Okay, man, just let me know. I'm down. I mean, I like that first beat that you sent, but yeah, we're not going to talk too much about working on new music stuff. I already talked about enough Humble Among shit in this fucking stream. Unless you guys want a full Humble Among show, I'll just talk about myself the whole time. I don't think that's what you guys want, though. R.A. the Rugged Man, though, was at one point getting heated at the fact that Tim Pool was raising his voice, basically, was what happened. Tim started to get a little heated because R.A. was laughing at Tim being racially profiled. And honestly, I think R.A.'s a little in the wrong there for laughing at dude. Because regardless of his political opinions, if he was profiled, he was profiled. And I think it's kind of fucked up to not believe him. So I am a little bit on Tim's side here with that. And I would get heated too if I was racially discriminated against for my 0.4. So I would get pretty fucking heated too. So I get it. So yeah, I understand where Tim is coming from. You know, discrimination is discrimination. 0.4 or not. Shouts out to the people who get my 0.4 joke. You are really watching this show if you get 0.4. Brandon Harvey in the chat says, yo. What up, Brandon Harvey? Okay. So RA gets heated. And basically he's like, yo, lower your voice. Don't be yelling at me. And then he says to Tim Pool, I am not the one. Now, this is where I think I've seen some people saying online that Tim Pool doesn't know like the vernacular or whatever. Like Tim just doesn't know like the phrase, I'm not the one. Because Tim responds, well, actually, you are the one. You are the one. And I think there's some confusion there. I think Tim thought RA was saying he is not the one who is a racist. And Tim, that's what Tim's interpretation was. So Tim says, well, actually, you are the racist here. And RA is just meaning I am not a bitch to be yelled at like that. I will slap your ass. And so when Tim stands up and he starts saying, well, actually, you are the one, RA gets mad fucking heated and he fucking damn near knocks his chair over, slaps the fucking mic. Looks like he's going to just jump over the table and fucking attack Tim. He doesn't. He calms himself down. And I have to say that RA does apologize, did go on Twitter and apologize, by the way, for all of this behavior. And yeah, it's a fucking interesting clip. I low-key, the low-key part of me, low-key wishes that motherfucker RA would have slapped him. I'll be honest about that. I do wish that kind of went down like that, but that's my the mischief making part of me that wants that kind of shit to go down like that. I'll be honest about it. I do kind of wish he would have slapped his ass. I think it would have been fucking kind of fresh. Maybe it's not cool to say that assault is fresh, but that's my honest feeling. I think it would have been kind of dope if he would have slapped fucking Tim Pool. Just because I know that motherfucker Tim Pool has said some fucked up shit in the past that I don't jive with. But I do think that RA is coming from a slightly flawed place. I will be honest about that too. I think Tim has a right to be offended and had a right to get a little upset that being laughed at for being discriminated against. I think that's, you know, 0.4 or a quarter of whatever race you are. You can still get offended. I jokingly get offended about 0.4 shit all the time. Do you got it? Whoa, what is a pizza puff? I don't even know what a pizza puff is. But answer the question. Has anybody told you about your name in Among Us? Oh, fuck yeah. You know what? So my rap name is Humble Among, as you guys know. So I'm hyper aware when the word humble gets used, like in any conversation or like anything like that. Like if anyone says like, you know, it's a phrase rappers use a lot. So like, oh, you just got to stay humble. You know what I mean? And it's one of the reasons that I call myself Humble Among, because these rappers be out here saying stay humble and are the least humble motherfuckers in the world. So, but among, the among part of it, it does pop almost just as hard when it shows up in a conversation, because among is a fucking weird word. It just sounds weird. It's got a weird, it sounds almost swampy, if you will. I don't know. Among, it sounds like something from the depths of a swamp came up. You know what I mean? It's Among Us, you know? So when Among Us first showed up, I never had anyone actually bring it up to me, but I certainly was hyper aware of it. I was like, oh, Among Us. And I actually made a song called Among Us. Shit, was that this year? Halloween Tape 4. Yeah, I think Among Us is on Halloween Tape 4. So go check that out. It's about me collecting souls inside of myself and having a bunch of a bunch of things inside of me all at once, which is in a way what I want Humble Among to be. I want Humble Among to be many different things at the same time. So yeah, no one really has brought it up to me. I think you might be the first one to bring up Among Us to me, Sturgeon. But it's not, that doesn't mean that I certainly have been thinking about it for a while. So yeah, R.A. the Rugged Man. I think that was all the stuff I had to say about R.A. and Tim Pool. Boy, that shit was so fresh to me though. I enjoy a good confrontation on a podcast. I think that makes for really good podcasting. Yeah, boy, that shit's good. That's some good shit. Where are we? Whoa, we're almost an hour in. All right, I need to speed up. We need to finish this up. So yeah, we got an ICP stream tonight. I'm going to talk about the 2 ICP streams here in a second. We're going to get into some more psychopathic related news now. Let me first of all, let me just talk about this Ouija Chapter 17 tie-dye shirt. I think I brought it up earlier in the broadcast, but we're going to bring it up again. If you have this Ouija Chapter 17 Grateful Dead shirt, either the tie-dye one or even just the regular black one in an extra large, and you are trying to sell it, get at me. I want that fucking shirt, and I don't want to have to spend $100 and buy another 5 copies of Pretty Ugly to get the shirt. But god damn it, I might fucking just have to do that because I want this shirt so fucking bad. It's so fresh. So if anyone has one they're trying to get rid of, fucking holler at Humble Among. I'm trying to buy it. I'm not trying to spend $100 though. I might have to fucking just spend up, especially if someone's trying to sell one for 50, 100. I might as well just roll the dice and just try to get this shit again. So shouts out to me, about to fucking go to OuijaMaxShop.com and buy this fucking 5 copies of Pretty Ugly and get this fucking t-shirt. I think next time he does an album drop, I am going to get the mystery shirt because what is it? I forget which drop he did it. The first time he did the mystery drop, that shirt was incredibly fresh too. And you never see that shirt. I have never even seen a Juggalo fucking wearing that shirt. I don't believe in the wild. That shirt was really fucking fresh. It was, I think it was like Ouija walking to Wasteland and shit. God, and it was an illustration. God, that shit was so stupid fresh. If anyone has that shirt too, fuck it, holler at me. Extra large. I'm looking to buy that shirt too. And also the fucking Ouija horror shirts. See, I'd be sleeping on some of these Ouija merch drops, and then I fucking want the shit so bad after. The Halloween one, the Jason one, I slept on those, and I want them so bad now. At the time, I thought they were a little corny for some reason. I don't know why. Biggest rapper I've ever had an interaction with. Shaggy? I think Shaggy's... No, Danny. I met Danny Brown at the gathering. Danny's the biggest rapper. Right? I think Danny. I'm trying to think, is there a bigger rapper that I like personally met and like talked to? Sage Francis, does he count? Sage Francis ain't bigger than Danny Brown though. I was actually talking to Emily about this week. Aren't you supposed to be selling shirts? Emily got me. Got him. She got me good, folks. She got me good. I am supposed to be selling shirts, and I actually did start bagging up shirts to sell. Actually, the ones I want to keep, I'm bagging. I'm putting the other ones I'm trying to sell in a tote. I'm going to take some pictures and put that shit up. She got me good, damn it. Look at me asking for shirts, and I'm talking about selling shirts. Fuck. That's funny. She got me good. We're going to keep that up there. That's some straight up calling me out shit. I love it. It's calling me out on my bullshit. Humble Among H.A.B.S indeed, right? Oh boy. Oh, that's so funny. Oh boy. I'm gonna be so oh fuck. I completely got derailed asking about the shirt shit I was talking about. Let's see. That's dope. For me, it would be Fetty Wap and Xavier Wolf Perp Dog. Hey, that's what's up, man. I've been fucking with Xavier Wolf a lot lately. I've obviously heard Xavier's music a little bit here and there. I think I've mostly heard him as a featured artist, but his shit showed up on one of my Spotify like mixes after an album played, and it was like just, I think, running random shit. And a couple of his songs showed up on that shit, and boy, I fuck with those shits. I have actually been in an Xavier Wolf bag for a little bit now. Hey, actually making me want to go back to that Xavier Wolf bag because I kind of stopped not fucking with him, but fucking listening to it. So thank you for the reminder to me to keep digging more on more Xavier Wolf. I want to listen to some more of his projects. I think I was listening. There's this one project that had like 2 songs on it that was really fucking jiving though. Shouts out to Xavier Wolf, really fucking talented artist. Really, really fucking like him a lot. Kosuke, I know, fucks with him really heavy too. Yo, check out my homie Kosuke Sturgeon. You would that's my homie who does music as well. I think you would really fuck with his style. So H.A.B.S, the Unholy, dropped Psy.Ops, his new album, and this is a straight up punk rock album. Like, and I'll be honest, I think it doesn't sound as polished as I would like it to sound, and I'll tell you exactly why. I think I've figured out why. I've listened to like the first half of this. I didn't finish it. I think what happened with this album is that band that H.A.B.S has been touring with and playing with, he had them go in a studio and just jam and just come up with instrumentals with jamming. And then H.A.B.S took those recorded tracks, or they recorded them in a studio, and H.A.B took those recorded tracks and he just wrote raps to them like they were instrumental beats. Now, I don't think that this was the most smart way to go about creating this project, because I think it comes off a little sloppy because the drummer is not very tight with his tempo on at least the first song, especially. He's not very tight on his tempo. And so this causes H.A.B.S to change his tempo on his flow. And he sounds like he's all over the place because of that. And that's not H.A.B.S fault. That's the fucking drummer's fault. H.A.B.S trying to fucking match the drum patterns. So I think if they would have maybe dropped a version of this album where they went to a studio, recorded the instruments, and had H.A.B take the instrumentation that they recorded and sort of sample that and lay out an album where H.A.B's sort of on the drum machine making beats with these samples from these instruments, I think that album would have been really fucking tight. And you know what? I'll just go ahead and say it. Do that next time, H.A.B. Do that for this the next album that you do, because clearly he's liking fucking with this band. Because if you listen to his last project, he had a bunch of songs on there that were similar to this style. That's the I also fuck with Bones a lot. Team Witch is amazing. Team Witch is amazing. I fuck with Bones a lot too. Funny thing about Bones is I first like started listening to Bones because I think a fan told me that I sounded like Bones, which I don't think is necessarily that true, by the way. But Bones is fucking tight though. I really like Bones. He's got so many fucking projects though. It's like really intimidating to jump into his shit. Like I have no like Team Witch I definitely have listened to though, because that's the whole, you know, dark school shooting shit. So I'm fucking with that. But yeah, Bones is dope. Shouts out to his other I'm sitting here trying to think of his previous rap name, because I fucked with that shit too. I went so far back that I listened to the tapes he The Kid, was that it? That Kid, something like that. Anyway, his other rap name, the mixtapes he dropped as that other rap name are fucking fire too. He's got some like wrestling related joints on that shit. That Kid, that's what I thought. Those tapes are fucking dope. I really like that Kid shit. I've actually listened to quite a bit of that stuff because I like those wrestling related joints that he was doing back then. Oh yeah, so I talked about Psy.Ops. Psy.Ops is pretty decent, by the way. If you can get over some of the instrumentation issues, I will be a little critical of H.A.B too. I think H.A.B's voice sounds a little raspy, like he's losing his voice, like he's doing too many vocal takes. Like it almost sounded like he was trying to get in a bunch of fucking vocal takes in one studio session. He sounded a little rushed. I think if H.A.B took a little bit more time with it, maybe I think produce the beats himself with sampling this band, I think we would get a way better fucking end product. Just some advice I have in my notes here for this next thing. Film Threat did a watch along party last night. I was going to promote this as something that, you know, you guys should do, but I didn't end up streaming last night, unfortunately. In a bad mental state last night, so I did not end up streaming because I don't want to come on here all like down and sad ever. I don't want you guys to ever see that side of me. So I'm not ever going to stream if I'm feeling like that. And so yeah, why am I talking about my mental health shit so much? You guys like when I talk about my mental health shit, right? Like, I don't know. I'm self-conscious about it, weirdly. Maybe not so. See how self-conscious I am? God damn it. Okay, so let's talk about this Twitch stuff finally. The main event, if you will. So there was 2 streams this past week. The first 2 ICP streams on Twitch. did go down. My last stream was sort of poking fun at the fact, well, will it happen? It did indeed happen. The first one was Monday night. um, ICP investigates the fall of the Cottonmouth Kings, and you know what? They fucking did a really good job. They investigated this shit. They got down to some answers for. Let me get some water in me, and I got another Fago burp. Pretty good. Camera's doing weird shit. Mm. Camera's a little blurry right now, but we're just gonna keep going, I guess. So yeah, ICP got down to fucking business with what happened with the Cottonmouth Kings. If you guys don't know, Cottonmouth Kings is a rap group from California that was started from the ashes of a punk rock band called the Humble Gods. The main creative force of the Humble Gods being a man named Brad Daddy X. Brad Daddy X found a couple of motherfuckers that were making a rap group called the Cottonmouth Kings, or just Cottonmouth, I think, back in the day with a C. They had a demo they were working on. Daddy X found them and jumped on some of the songs. And I think Daddy X has connections in Hollywood. I think that's the importance of Daddy X being in the group, because I think Daddy X had some like Hollywood connections. He just seems like that kind of dude that knows people. You know what I mean? So Daddy X, humble among, do you like PB&J sandwiches, as the Def said. They're all right. I haven't had one in a long time. I'll be honest with you. Daddy X. Daddy X is a interesting individual, though, a fucking drug addict, according to many people on the show. Let's see. So the Cottonmouth Kings end up getting put on quite a few soundtracks early on. I believe that this David Spade movie where he's trying to find the dog. What the fuck was the name of that movie? I can't remember. And I believe the Cottonmouth Kings song was on that early on. Dog's Life was the song that was on that. And yeah, they got on some soundtracks. And I think you have to, that's why I think Daddy X had some connections. I think that's what got them a big push, what got them their record deal. But, you know, so they had some people on to talk about this. They actually had former members of the Cottonmouth Kings. I also have in my notes that it started a little bit after 9, relatively on time for an Insane Clown Posse. I do fuck with Schema Posse, man. Lil Peep and fucking Ghostmane came out of that shit. So I definitely fuck with Schema Posse. That's the original shit that they came from. So yeah, I do fuck with Schema Posse. Jay Green's dope too, man. A lot of people don't give Jay Green nearly enough credit for finding 2 of the best fucking voices in modern rap music, if you ask me. So they talked with Chucky Chuck, Kevin Zinger, Bobby B, and they were supposed to talk with Johnny Richter, but Johnny just wasn't, like, they dropped Johnny from the chat or something. Something was going on with Johnny. He left the chat or something. So Chucky was very much like, I think he did point the finger at Daddy X a little bit, but Chucky wasn't really much to talk on it. He was just kind of there, and yeah, he really didn't drop a lot of info, I feel like. Kevin Zinger was definitely more willing to put it on Daddy X. Bobby B, however, though, was the highlight of this stream. Bobby B was upset by the time he got on. He was very visibly upset. I thought he was going to cry. No, not even trying to make fun of Bobby B. I just straight up thought he was going to cry a few times. He was that visibly upset. He wouldn't say the names, though. I think he started dropping names later on. But he would not say the names of anyone. And I think that was a disservice to Bobby B. I think he should have said some of the people that were ripping him off. He was dancing around it. We all know he was talking about the guy who owns the clothing label. That's Kevin Zinger, right? So why not just say Kevin Zinger? I thought that was odd. And he wouldn't say, he definitely started saying Daddy X. I think the thing that's sad to me with Bobby B is that Bobby apparently produced a lot of these songs and was not given, or at least produced elements on a lot of these beats, and was not given credit for this shit. That sucks. That really fucking sucks, man. Hey, that's fucking dope. We're gonna put that up. That is really awesome. Hey, brother, you are one of my biggest inspirations to quit drinking. Love your mental states. All right, so there's an answer. I should talk about my mental health shit on here. Thank you, Slunkster. That's fucking awesome, man. I hope you keep going with the quit drinking thing. Don't feel bad if you fucking fall off the wagon. It's part of the process. You can always get back on the wagons again, man. Um, don't beat yourself up too bad. Just fucking keep trying, man. Just keep trying to be your best self, man. I got really lucky. I got really fucking lucky. Quitting drinking wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And I know it's really hard for others. So I feel like I got really fucking lucky. Um, but I hope you're doing good, and I hope you keep on that path, man, because it's brought me nothing but good shit in my life. Quitting drinking is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So that's fucking awesome. That just made me feel really good, man. Thank you, Slungster, for sharing, and that lets me know I should be sharing more on here. So, yeah, I will talk more about my mental health shit on here, because that makes me feel good that the stuff I've been talking about on here is actually affecting people. And let's segue that into so apparently with the Cottonmouth Kings thing, Brad Daddy X definitely seems to have some sort of drug addiction problem. References to him being sort of locked up in his house. Violent J very much was pushing for a Cottonmouth Kings reunion. Daddy X, I think one of the biggest beefs is Daddy X sold the catalog, it seems, and kept all the money. Didn't pay anyone. And that's all, and that's something else I want to talk about with the Cottonmouth Kings. There's a lot of guys complaining about not getting money. Cottonmouth Kings had what, like 10 members? If you got a group with that many members, you got to divide that pie so many ways. I can see why a lot of people might have gotten upset with their payouts. But based off of what you might have been doing for a live show, say if you're a hype man or a DJ and you're trying to pay what 5-6 MCs first before you get to some of the other entertainers like a dancer or a hype man or a DJ, they're probably going to get the shitty end of the stick. So that might be why Bobby B was a little bit pissed. But like I said, it's bullshit that he doesn't get production credits for shit that he produced on. That's fucked up. Bobby B told a really interesting story about being on the tour bus. And a movie was on the tour bus that had a Cottonmouth Kings song playing. And he thought that the movie was on mute and that it was just the song was playing in the bus. But then he heard fuckers talking over it and realized, oh shit, this is in the movie. And he asked, like, yeah, like who got credit for this? And they waited for the movie to end, and they fucking waited for credits to roll. And they said the guy that owns the record company's name was in the fucking his record label was the one that got the credit. So I guess that must be Kevin Zinger or whatever. Favorite producers right now. I'll tackle that. My favorite producers right now, I'm gonna be straight up. They're the people that I work with. Devereaux is one of my favorite producers. Kosuke is killing shit right now. Shaggy the Airhead killing shit right now. My man, then what? Michael killing shit right now. Those are my favorite producers, or the people that I'm working with. I know that sounds like a fart sniffing ass answer, but straight up, those are my favorite producers. If you want to get really nerdy and talk about like producers, like old school producers, I really like Rick Rubin. I think Rick Rubin's the shit. I love Ross Robinson. Korn, those Korn albums that he did, and specifically those Slipknot albums. The first two Slipknot albums are Ross Robinson's finest work, I would say. So if you're talking old school producers, I like that shit. Those are those motherfuckers that I like. And if we're talking old school producers, let me shout out this documentary, Tom Dowd and the Language of Music. Tom Dowd is one of the best producers of all time. You should say me because I sent you one of the greatest beats of all time. Did you make one of those beats, dude? That's fucking awesome. See, I didn't know you made beats too. Those are fucking dope. I should have asked you. I didn't realize that I thought that that was just some shit you had. Honestly, I didn't realize you made that beat. That's dope, man. I like I told you with that first one you sent me. I really like the feedback. The distortion is the word I should have used. I think I told you feedback. I should have said distortion. I like the distortion on that guitar sample. Let's see. So yeah, ICP really got down to it, answered some long asked questions about what the fuck's going on with the Cottonmouth Kings, all the changes. And if you guys didn't know, basically Cottonmouth Kings, where it sits at today, is D-Loc has hijacked the Cottonmouth Kings and has hired 4 people to sort of be on stage with him and is about to go on tour with these 4 people who have nothing to do with the Cottonmouth Kings. And it's really weird. D-Loc released a whole album that's basically a solo album as the Cottonmouth Kings. Seems like D-Loc is in control of the name, and no one controls the music anymore. They sold them the music to Cleopatra Records. Tell us about your shirt. It is... There we go. That's a pretty good one. Santa Claus is a fat bitch from the 30th. From the 30th anniversary drop. I think this was like almost a year ago. This was like the first drops, I believe, that they were doing with the 30th anniversary. But yeah, I've been wanting this shirt for a while, man, or a version of this shirt for a long time. So yeah, one of my favorite things about these 30th drops is all these fucking shirts that I've wanted forever were easily available to me. So I definitely copped them. I did it again. I just don't like the little badge on the side. I feel like a mark. I feel like I'm literally marked out with that badge on me. Let's see. Daddy X definitely getting a lot of the blame. It seems like Kevin Zinger deserves some of that blame too. A lot of heat from Bobby B about the clothing brand, that was pushed on them. He seemed to be very angry about that clothing brand. But yeah, it really feels like this is a pretty serious stream. There was some joking around, but for the most part, it was very serious. Violent J, by the end, his end goal seemed to be, let's get a version of the Cottonmouth Kings for the Gathering of Dreams. That seems to be the end goal for all of this, because Jay keeps telling a story of being at what I believe must be the 2019 gathering and riding around on a golf cart late at night and going to see King Spade and seeing D-Loc and Richter up there rocking some Cottonmouth Kings classics, and the whole crowd was into it. And Violent J just felt good about seeing that. So I think Jay wants to see the Kings just back together again, because he's talking about that got him thinking about, well, why aren't they back together again? Yo, I got to go. Thank you later, bro. Hey, thank you for tuning in, man. It's very dope that you tuned in. We will be working on stuff, Sturgeon. Very nice to have met you. And once again, I got to thank David Fair for showing me your music. Thanks for tuning in, though, man. I'm going to drink this whole motherfucking candy apple. We're almost at 7 o'clock, and I have another stream I want to talk about. I do have in my notes, I'm very curious to hear Beneath the Dirt's take on this, because if you guys listen to Beneath the Dirt's podcast, he has talked about this whole Cottonmouth Kings thing for a while. He's actually done, I think, 2 or 3 maybe episodes specifically talking about the whole Cottonmouth Kings confusion, I think is what he calls those episodes. So I'm very curious what that dude's take is on all of this. I hope he watched the episode. Speaking of which, let me bring this up. If you're trying to rewatch past broadcasts, you have to subscribe to watch the past broadcasts. They are locked. Otherwise, allegedly, you can connect. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect it to your Twitch account. You have to go to Amazon Gaming and go to connect to Twitch, and it's a little quick process. You just have to click a couple of things, and it will link your accounts. And you can allegedly subscribe. Now, I say allegedly because I did that process. I did link my account. My accounts are linked. But when I go to subscribe, it still wants me to pay the $6. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's a glitch. Every channel I go to, it wants me to pay, though. So I'm dodging paying right now. I am almost certainly going to end up paying because I'm going to want to rewatch some of these. These notes are based off of my first initial watching. Usually I watch these another time and give you guys a lot more thoughts. I didn't get a chance to rewatch and give you guys some more thoughts. So this is just based off of my first watch. So Wednesday, we're going to talk about this. Zen of Love was at part 3. And special surprise guest for the whole fucking show, Dr. Drew from motherfucking Love Lines was with the show. And you know what? Dr. Drew needs to be on this fucking shit going forward. We need to have Dr. Drew on every one of these. He seemed to have a fucking blast on these, on this. His fucking wife showed up on the stream a few times. Dr. Drew even said that his wife said to him during the break, like, I like these guys. These guys are cool. So it definitely seems like we're going to get a lot more Dr. Drew on these streams. Let's see. Yeah, Dr. Drew. That was a really nice surprise, man. I was so fucking hyped to see that he was on there. And actually, you know, Dr. Drew is a professional, so he can give some advice, regardless of what you might think of Dr. Drew with some of his celebrity rehab shit. I know there is some criticisms out there about Dr. Drew being a bit of a media whore and taking advantage of people's problems for addiction. God damn this thing. Mm-hmm. When I stood up, it did it. Wait. Whoop. Yeah, I'm still kind of blurry. Whatever. We're gonna rock with it. We're almost at the end. So we had a few juggalos and juggalettes on the screen. They, you know, they did the whole Zoom thing. First of all, though, they talked about ASMR a bit and showed an ASMR clip while they were getting that set up. Let's see. The first person that jumped on was a girl in some really fucking crisp clown paint, who said she just got out of a 16-year relationship and was basically asking advice on getting into a new relationship. So they gave her some advice on that. The next one was a dude who was a rapper with his girl, and they were basically asking how they met their significant others. So everyone kind of went around and was telling stories about that. I wish I had a chance to watch this a second time, because Violent J did drop a few little zesty little tidbits about Blase or Sugar Slam. I got the feeling he was talking about Blase. He said something about when she left type of thing, if I remember correctly. So I really wish I had gotten a chance to watch it a second time so I could have made a note about that. Among, do you think about diabetes? Drink plenty of water and eat broccoli. Yo, I do drink plenty of water. We don't got the fancy water glass tonight, but we got my scarred up metal water canteen. I actually don't drink a lot of soda, my guy. So I hopefully will be good with diabetes. I do think about diabetes. It's a relatively scary thing for me. I don't want to lose a foot, a leg. Coconut water is lit, Emily says. Of course, Emily, drink your water. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, the Blase thing. So he definitely was saying some things about breakups. I wish I would have gotten a chance to get my notes on that. I'm gonna be taking notes a lot sharper tonight for the Gong Show. By the way, tonight is the Gong Show Part 2. So yeah, tune in to see if probably we got a couple of rappers on that bitch. So I'm really curious to see if it's any faces from the underground that I know who will be on the show. If you guys don't know, Zitro was on the first Gong Show and got massively bigged up by Violent J on that. Zitro got basically a fucking main stage performance slot from the gathering of the Juggalos out of that performance. So you never know what could come out of this Gong Show. I honestly thought about submitting for the Gong Show, but I don't know I would have had time to get to Detroit this weekend to do it. So that's the reason I did not submit. But I did think about it for all of 5 minutes. Let's see. So after the relationship, the how did you meet question, there was a dude with a girl who wasn't a rapper, asking about wanting to fight each other physically. Then this went on a whole thing about vibrators, where Jump Steady wants to fight his girl's vibrator. Jokes were made. That was really funny. But yeah, that was they went off for a while about a bunch of different shit, and I actually completely forgot they had a question, and because they went back to the girl and the guy on the screen, I was like, oh shit, they're still there. So that was pretty interesting because of the side conversations that came. I wish I would have gotten more notes, because there was some good shit popping off in that side conversation stuff. So the highlight of the stream, this is the main event of this stream for sure, is this dude in Shaggy Tudo's paint comes on. And this guy, I think he was working. I think this was an angle he was working. He was trying to be funny. He said that his girl, he met a girl. He said he's not a juggalo. He met a girl at a show, and they were at the Halloween party, actually. Excuse me. And they were the only two painted up as juggalos. Now I don't know why he's saying he's not a juggalo and he's going to Halloween. I guess maybe he was a juggalo for Halloween. That was the idea. Now I guess this girl only likes him. They've only had sex with him painted up. She's not ever seen his face. He said he's only gone on dates with her painted up. I think this dude was working. He didn't laugh at a single thing he said. He was dead serious the whole time. That's his tell, is he was too serious. I think if he was being truthful, he would have laughed a few times. He didn't laugh at all though. So this led up to the reveal that he has a picture of Shaggy on his ceiling, so she can see Shaggy there too. And then the big reveal was that she paints up like Violent J and pegs him. So I mean, to me, this smacks very much of Ken Kniff-esque Eminem type shit. I think the dude was working. So that was the end of that stream. That stream was really short. It was like a hour and a half, 2 hours. The Zen of Love, and I did see some people in the chat complaining about that. I do have to say, in the Cottonmouth Kings thing, I did see Daddy X was in the chat. It said Daddy X official was in the chat, and I did see on Facebook someone say that D-Loke was in that chat as well. I didn't see D-Loke personally in the chat, but I did see Daddy X in that chat saying shit. So I don't know why they didn't hop up on the stream too, because they clearly could have probably done that, right? I don't know. All right, so I'm going to talk about Palcast and then this clown dripping shit, and then we're done. This clown dripping shit is funny as fuck, by the way. The Easter eggs in clown dripping. I'm wondering if there's any more Easter eggs that we've missed, because one of them is very quick and easy to miss, because I definitely missed it the first time I saw it. So Palcast 93, Keegan is sick. Keegan's dad talk. Keegan's dad looks like Burke Reynolds. Shaggy 2 Dope told the story about robo-tripping with Tom Dubb. Shaggy thinks that dad fights pay-per-views should be a thing. Keegan is going to start selling his fart in jars, apparently. $100 a frap. Shaggy took a picture of his dog's Chad. Really? Took a picture of his dog's Chad and showed it to Josh on the stream. I think he sent it to him. Look at how long a dog's Chad is. That's a direct quote from Shaggy 2 Dope. Someone asked if the entity on Carnival of Carnage has a name. That's a dope question. Shaggy said no. Izadef gave me a shout out. So fucking funny. Asked to sing Homies to Sleep. What was it? I think he said Kurt, Big Will, and Humble Among. Hope you got strong hamstrings. I don't even know what that means, by the way. I laugh at that because it sounds silly. What does that mean? Is that like what does that insinuate, Izadef, if you're still here? I only got 2 people here now. You guys fucking left me. Oh my God, you left me hanging. It's okay, we're almost done. Let's see. Trey Pound has a bunch of mics in his crew, because I guess Trey Pound, the reason he's called Trey Pound is he was the 3rd mic. He was mic 3 in his crew. Shaggy and Violent J has a bunch of Joes in their crew. Conspiracy? Maybe. A little light jabs, a couple little light jabs on Twisted in this stream I did pick up on, saying that they were crying and being emos, and that's them being themselves for once. And someone else asked Shaggy, like, if Shaggy was going to pull Twisted's J card, I guess meaning their Juggalo card. And Shaggy's like, yeah, we because they're Juggahos. And Shaggy's like, yeah, we've been known they're Juggahos. And that leads perfectly into Clown Drippin' music video, which premiered on the World Star Hip Hop fucking YouTube channel. And this is a green screen video done by Shinobi Squad. I did go through the comments, because usually when ICP's on a very mainstream channel, I think they did a couple of premieres on World Star now. A lot of times you'll see that shit gets a lot of like, what the fuck is this shit? Get these fucking clowns out of here. You'll see a lot of those type of comments. I didn't see any of those comments this time. So that's dope as fuck. Clowns getting some respect. I think this is maybe one of the times where the clowns are getting some of the most respect in the entire history of their career, like at this point. 2 quick Twisted jabs. Fake Juggahos who front for a living. So on the screen it says fake Juggahos. And in the background on the screen is a bunch of tiny little logos. You barely even notice it at first, but they're illustrations of Twisted, two of them kind of alternating back and forth, illustrations of Twisted from the Most Tasteless era. And it just says fake juggahos. And the lyric is fake juggahos who front for a living. Now, wow, that I guess that pretty much that line is about Twisted then, because they very clearly wanted to get that across, because this whole video is like showing visuals of the stuff going on in the lyrics. So to me, that's pretty obvious that that's a diss to fucking Twisted. The other little thing was there's this little portion where it says sneak dissing the wicked clowns, how does that work? And they sort of freeze and make it a meme, and then they sort of flash on the screen the Juggalo meme face. So shouts out to Juggalo memes on Instagram, getting a shout out. And by the way, this video was done by Shinobi Squad, and Shinobi Squad did post on Juggalo memes post about this video and confirmed that this was a shout out to Juggalo memes. So that's fucking dope. That's really dope. He got a shout out in the music video. Really fun animation, this whole video. Like I said, my favorite thing is Shaggy bouncing around on his Tokyo Air Dome sized balls, allegedly. I guess they're not really a Tokyo Air Dome, but he's like almost like fucking Randy Marsh in that South Park episode. Like I love that. That's ridiculous. And Shaggy as the tarantula, or the Southwest Antula. That shit's dope. Yeah, that without further ado, that's it. That's the that was the main event, talking about clown dripping. We're at an hour and a half. Good stream, guys. Thank you for tuning in, guys and gals and weirdos and all of y'all. Coconut water is lit. We're gonna put that up as the final one. Coconut water is lit. Shouts out to Emily for repping the whole thing with me. My homegirl. Just gonna go back to texting with Emily now, and maybe recording, because I don't think I got a text from Kosuke. I don't know if we're gonna be doing this music video. I only got 2 hours till the stream starts, so yeah, I don't think we're doing a music video tonight, but that's okay. Like I said, I always feel so crunched to get music video stuff in with these holiday projects. I need to do better preparation is really the moral of the story here. If I would have been mastering these fucking Christmas songs earlier, I would have had them finished earlier, and I wouldn't have had any of these problems of rushing to get it fixed and or mixed because I waited too long. I would have had it submitted, and I would have had it denied a little bit quicker, and I would have had more time to maybe prepare a music video or two for you guys. But I'm doing this all by myself. I'm fucking more than overwhelmed by many different things in my life. Cut me some fucking slack. I'm trying here. Thank you guys for fucking with me. Thank you guys for watching my content, listening to my music. I'm going to keep doing this shit because I got no other choice. This is what I like to do. So, yeah, you're forced to put up with me, whether you like it or not. I hope you guys do like it, though. I love you guys. Whoop, whoop. I will see you next time. Hopefully, I got this video I really want to fucking do. That's going to be a little silly bit. I'm going to try to get that film for you guys and upload it hopefully this weekend. It's a really quick thing, too. I don't know why I'm dragging my feet on this one. Take fucking 5 minutes to do this bit. So, yeah, check out the bit. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Tune in to ICP Network on Twitch and watch the Gong Show with me. I'm going to be in the chat. Yeah, making silly comments and taking notes. Yeah, hopefully Emily will be watching with me too. Woo! Because that was fun when we were watching together, right, Emily? Oh my God, I'm being a little cutie on stream. I'm being a cutie. Okay, love you guys. Love you, Emily. Bye, guys.